Top 10 fragrances that are so good, they're worth every penny. So I have a lot of fragrances in my collection, and oftentimes I will revalue and reassess some of them and think to myself, if they raise the price for this one 10%, 20%, 50%, what have you, would I consider buying this still? And there are a lot of fragrances in my collection that for whatever reason I truly love. These are 10 fragrances that are worth every penny. I'm excited to share this list with you in just a second, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I talk to you about these top 10 fragrances in my personal collection that I think are worth every single penny, I will always repurchase these fragrances and I'm very eager to tell you what they are. I want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also please give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So before we begin the video, just drop a comment down below and let me know, what is a fragrance that you would always repurchase? Like, what is a fragrance that you'll always have in your collection? You love this fragrance so much. Even if you were to run out of it a dozen times, you would continue to repurchase this fragrance. I always love interacting with subscribers in that way, especially considering the fact that taste is so subjective. Your picks are going to be radically different, I assume, from my picks. In the number 10 spot, Dior Homme Intense by Christian Dior. This is a beautiful vanilla, pear, ambrette, muskmallow type of a fragrance. And it smells so sweet, so sexy, great for a night out. And of course, it has that iris in here as well. It's a smooth, elegant fragrance. And of course, as you can tell, and I do have multiple bottles of this too, by the way, but this is one where I've used a significant dent in my fragrance, but I truly love it, right? It's very functional, great for the colder weather, so I probably wouldn't wear it, and I have not really been wearing it too much in the hotter weather, so just personal taste here. Encre Noir by Lalique. So beautiful composition by Natalie Lorson. This is a fragrance that I like to wear all seasons of the year, if I'm being honest with you. It's a bit on the darker side of things, so I imagine there are a lot of people that would enjoy to wear this one in the that would enjoy wearing this one, in the colder weather. So fall and winter, that dark brooding vetiver that's in here, that ink note, and of course the name Encre Noir means black ink, right? This is a beautiful inky vetiver fragrance, and I truly love this one. Again, you can wear this in the colder weather as well. You can wear this in the hotter weather, so it's a very versatile fragrance. The original Spice Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. For whatever reason, this is such a beautiful, spicy, tobacco, cinnamony, pink pepper fragrance. And for me, it's very nostalgic. So there is infrared and there's night vision and there are all of these flankers, even the new one, dark leather, which is really, really good. But there's something about the original where I will continue to wear the original for the nostalgia alone. I really love this fragrance. I'll never be without a bottle in my collection. Of course, we also have Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. Now, I know this is a fragrance that is highly sought after now, and it's kind of hard to find this one online. I think it's been discontinued, and you're certainly not going to find it in a Ulta or Sephora or something like that, but I love this one so much. And this is one that if I came across a bottle today, and if it were selling for a halfway decent price, I would buy it. I would buy 2 or 3, honestly. Like, I really love this one, and I've been wearing it very sparingly on account of said discontinuation. I hope I'm not wrong there. By Tower Perfumes, L'air du Desert Marocain. So this is such a beautiful, dry, ambery, spicy fragrance. And of course, with the quality of the raw materials and the lasting power alone, I mean, you wear 2-3 sprays, it's gonna last you the entire day. So for that reason alone, you feel like you're getting your money's worth, right? A fragrance that performs very, very well. And that is a fragrance that I would personally say it's worth every penny. Of course, the same thing can be said as far as the longevity is concerned. The same thing can be said about this next one, Layton Exclusive by Parfum de Marly. So this fragrance with that lavender, the green apple, and of course there's also agarwood. There's a touch of civet in the dry down as well. Beautiful composition by perfumer Hamid Merati Kashani. And of course with this one, Parfum de Marly can do no wrong when it comes to Layton, right? Layton Exclusive. They need to make a Layton Eau Fresh now, right? But all things considered, this is a beautiful night out on the town fragrance. The longevity is there. It is sensual, it's romantic, but it's also assertive. Jubilation 25 by Amouage. I always look at this to make sure I didn't grab like Jubilation 40, but this is definitely Jubilation 25. Beautiful resinous fragrance. It smells of royalty. I mean, it's a very opulent fragrance. The Apopanax, the blackberry, beautiful composition by perfumer Bertrand Duchaufour. And this is also going to be one of the more expensive fragrances from the brand. Of course, with Jubilation 40, it's a lot more expensive. I don't know if it's worth that price differential for a lot of people. I think for a lot of people, they are going to feel as though they're getting a fairly tantamount experience with the original. So try it on your own skin. Sample it at a place like ScentSplit or something like that. Lattafa Assad. So this is their take on Christian Dior's Sauvage Elixir. And of course, given the price tag of this one, it's worth every penny, right? So these are the main constituents when determining if a fragrance is worth every penny or not. Does it last long? Do you feel like you're getting your money's worth? Is it affordable enough? Where you feel like, the price is so inexpensive that of course it's worth it, even if you're blind buying it. And also considering discontinuations, considering the quality of the raw materials. So I think there are many variables to consider when formulating this equation on whether or not a fragrance is worth every penny, even though I know that statement in and of itself kind of, holds a bit of subjectivity, right? So, Roja Parfum Oceania, the quality of this one, and I have 2 bottles of this. So, I think that in and of itself speaks to how much I love this one. It's not an aquatic fragrance in the words of perfumer Roja Dove because it doesn't contain Kalone. Oh, but certainly you're reminded of being in the open water. It's a very bright, sort of fresh summertime fragrance. One of the best for the summertime. Unfortunately, now that we're entering the colder months of the year, I'm not going to be wearing it as much, but I have my Creationy, I have my Midsummer Dream, I have my Scandal, I have a lot of other really wonderful fragrances from the brand. But in the number 1 spot, this fragrance for the price tag, the lasting power, the designer name, the craftsmanship behind the fragrance, I think it's put together very, very well. Vanilla, the honey, the tobacco, it's ambery, there's benzoin. It's an amazing, amazing fragrance. And I think the drawback is its popularity. So it's one of those double-edged swords, if you will, where, it's a great fragrance, but then at the same time, everybody is wearing it. So I think it's going to be up to you to determine, do I want to buy this one? Are people within my immediate circle also wearing this one? Will I feel like there is that, proverbial competition? But this one is Le Male Elixir by Jean Paul Gaultier. It's much easier to say a fragrance is worth every penny when it's going for a designer level price, right? And I looked this one up, it was like 110. So you can still find, like, the price is decent, right? You can look around if you'd like, but Le Male Elixir is a fantastic flanker. I also love the original and Ultra Male and Le Male Superman Eau Fresh, and I've purchased all of the flankers throughout the years. Well, not all, because they have tons, but anyway, let me know. What fragrance would you always repurchase? What fragrance in your mind, in your opinion, is worth every penny? I would love to hear from you. I always love the interaction. So drop your comment down below. And of course, if you took anything of value from today's video, if you found this entertaining, even in the least, I would really appreciate it if you would consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, hitting the bell, and giving this video a thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me. Thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.